He about to tear the roof off. And how?
Pick 3 destinations.
What's up, MP?
Don't tell me y'all having a party without me.
MP.
What's going on?
Thank you both. We'll talk soon. Second half of the season's coming up. We want to finish strong.
Right? Every moment matters. We need to be laser focused on our goals 24/7.
I'm right there with you, Coach.
Yeah, well, we all know what we're striving for as a team at this point, but we want to continue pushing you to develop your game as an individual.
Exactly. No matter how good you are, you can always be better.
I'm with it. So what are we going to do? We're going to choose another personal goal like we did first half?
That's right. Why don't you show them the list, Coach?
Yeah, pick a goal and we'll get to work.
I want to be Rookie of the Year.
Is that right?
All right, don't get me wrong. The most important thing to me in this world is winning, but I'm also a competitor. And so I want to prove that I'm the best in my class, and if I do that, it'll put us in great shape when it comes time for the playoffs.
The team comes first, always.
But it's only natural to want a little recognition, and we know how to help make that happen.
Right.
You show out against top rookies,
Yeah.
and you'll have the media eating out of your hand when come voting time.
Just make sure you don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Everything you do to help the team win.
Team comes first, always. I just want my cake and eat it too.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
Get after it, MP.
I'd also like to get our shooters in practice going over the top pilots out. I want to disagree on a point you made yesterday.
About runs being essential before starting a debate?
No, that tournament performances should be second to regular season evaluation.
No, that makes sense. Our season is much longer and represents more of a contribution we expect.
I didn't say should have one
Without
big thing.
the weekly grind, but I also think there's more time for our really
But I gotta look at the high pressure moments like 20.
Not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important than the gap.
So then we finished up lunch and I watched
Sounds like a lovely weekend. What'd you have for lunch?
Egg Benedict.
I love good eggs Benedict. I'm a pancake guy.
But sometimes
You're not going to the right places if the pancakes are bland. What's the idea? Do you know what weekend? No, how you report on shooting guards.
three, but I feel like there's some one that our coaches may not know.
You're focusing on small programs.
It's awesome to have eyes on people. Well, we all get radar, but 4 or 5 of the guys are listed.
That'd be great, I guess, in 100 things. Do us a favor, right?
What's your plan?
One of your other
That's not a
emails
metric
in,
that
so we can eliminate one. Sure. No one's watching.
I don't know if that's true.
Imagine if hundreds of people were here and you'd be nervous, like it's hard to think of what to say.
Pretty cool.
Once you get the young guys together and over space,
Got some drills for that. Anything specific?
pass and move, ISO clear outs, and popping out 39 last year.
Great. We'll tell coaches to go for 15 minutes each scrimmage with those instructions.
Team freshmen, still a little raw. I'd say guys next to like system. Yep. Guys and senior guys developing our player evaluation every year. Sure. That's not true. Well, that one other. Well, wasn't wrong. Got some good breaks.
Let's go on a big trip after the season.
National?
Like Japan, Australia? Yeah, Japan. I want to see Tokyo. I love seeing the snake out there after the season. Plus, I'd like to see one of those cactus.
You're joking.
No, they look super cool. They're even better than the trees.
I like that. I don't usually vacation for them. Like our G League team to do more driving. As a means of getting better perimeter look, secondary. To get the defense out of position.
Yes. Players game was just trying to help, and when they do, they make them
Right. Maybe we send some Steve Nash MVP season to lead us. See if we grab it better.
talk about it tomorrow. I'd like to see us shoot better than 85% night.
Not a single team managed that in the last 2 seasons.
I'm convinced that they have invested time in practice. Beginning and more importantly, at the end of practice when they're game time.
Man, that was killing me. When's the last time you did yard 3,000 miles past due?
Last weekend, but I have one on my way. That's a 12.
Really jealous of your triceps.
Bulls fans, don't miss Lovables and then your Lovables will be giving away so get here early. The Bulls Speedway giveaway bag and 3 Bulls Fleece blankets. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please send the word Bulls. Forward your issue and seat location to 5555. A member of our guest relations team will respond and address your concerns immediately. Bulls fans, will you be here for upcoming games? To secure your tickets today, simply stop by the ticket booth or visit our website. Bulls fans, mark your calendars for Benny the Bull's Long Finger Day. Benny has a phone finger for every Bulls fan in the arena to help you.
And there is a very engaging atmosphere of fans getting ramped up outside the arena. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Josh Giddey.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
I'm sure you've heard this from MP by now. but he's got his eyes set on running away with Rookie of the Year.
And you have to admire the confidence that MP has. He believes he can be the Rookie of the Year, but he also understands that he can't do it by just putting up individual numbers. Team success is an important part of the equation.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey there, guys. Well, there's a lot of excitement coming into this game with a couple of Rookie of the Year candidates on the roster. When I asked MP about it, he said, I've had this game circled on my calendar for a while now. I'm ready to show I'm at the top of this class. Guys, I like his confidence.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Thanks, Allie. Should be a great battle to watch. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Pass to Terry. Launches a 3. Counted from distance. Terry's got 5 now.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Sohan outside. Here's Castle. Chicago with a rebound. You know, they beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
They pulled out the last one against this team because they didn't waste their chances at the foul line.
The shot by Terry, no good. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Vassell passes to Sohan. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Kobe White picks one up.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
Sohan, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
Good on both. You know, Stan, for a team with such a proud history, the last decade has been a tough one for the Bulls.
Yeah, Brian, it really has. They've had competitive teams, but they haven't won a full playoff series since 2014. And for such a dedicated and passionate fan base, that's been really difficult for them, let alone the front office and people that want to turn this thing around as quickly as they can.
Vassell outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Castle. On the take. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, and when Castle gets going to the hoop, good luck getting in front of him.
Here's Buzelis. Banked it in off the glass. Buzelis has got his second basket on the night.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Sohan outside. A minute 53 left in the first. Pass to Vassell. 5 on the clock. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Terry. And here's Dosunmu. Here's Terry. Last game out, he had 40. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Inside. Here's Castle. 1:11 left in the first quarter.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
So Chicago. Check in for Chicago. Mamukelashvili checked in for San Antonio. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Branham. And Don C is here tonight in Chicago. No surprise there.
Yeah, not at all. A Chicago native who has actually joined the Bulls as a creative strategy and design advisor. His success as a sportswear brand creator and lifelong Bulls fan has given him such a cool role. You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Buzelis out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Terry in at the point. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Knicks was outstanding. He contributed 40 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
San Antonio again can't hit. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Bulls. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter after undergoing 3 ankle surgeries in 10 months in 2020 and 2021. Coach Zach Collins has bounced back amazingly.
He really has, Brian. And the injuries have really been the only problem for Zach Collins. He's got size, skill, and toughness. This guy is a very effective player when he's healthy.
His story is inspirational.
It is indeed.
If you get open, Paul will find you. Chris has the best vision in the game.
Huerter passes to Terry. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Outside Paul. Chicago grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
Yeah, they were really able to keep their intensity high throughout the game. Never really saw them back off.
Yeah, it was an all-around excellent performance, and one I'm sure they'd like to replicate tonight.
For Chicago, Vucevic comes in for Collins, and it's White in for Huerter. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Paul. It's Barnes on the wing. Giddey defends. With the floater, it's blocked.
When it comes to contesting shots, Buzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter and it stifled him.
The Bulls making a switch here. Desumu's checked in. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Vassell comes in for Barnes. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And rejected. And they get it back. 4 on the clock. Here's Vassell. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
And the three-pointer goes. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Stan, you were a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jacket.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. Here's Vassell. Chicago making their last shot. Sohan, right side. Wembanyama screen. To stop the run. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards, and you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Here's Terry. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Spurs trail by 16. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Count it. Terry's got 23.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Fox outside. Fox beats him inside. A slick move.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And so it's Chicago, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Chicago Bulls.
Whoa, I love seeing a team spread the ball around like this. The difference in assists is the difference in this game right now, Ernie.
This is one of those just keep doing what you're doing. If they can, I expect this lead to grow. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Their defense has got a lot better. Capella's an elite rim protector. He rebounds, he runs the floor. His value goes beyond the box score.
Yeah, I like what he brings to this lineup.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bulls leading by 14. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And we're getting connected right now with Shams Charania for a special report out of D.C. Shams, what's the latest with the Wizards?
Thanks, B.A. They've acquired one of the more mobile and athletic centers in the league. Clint Capella knows his role: defend, run the floor, finish, and rebound at a high level. He might never be a star in this league, but he can star in his role, and that certainly has quite a bit of value.
All right, Shams, thank you. Much appreciated. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at small forward. And the free throw, no good. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. The shot by Terry, no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 16-point game. Pass to Sochan. Wembanyama screen. The shot by Sohan, no good.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Terry. Hits the trifecta. Terry's got 31.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Outside Wembanyama. Castle for 3. Chicago with a rebound.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Here's Terry. He's covered by Fox. And the basket is good. Terry's got 33 points.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama, screen on White. Here's Fox. And again, unable to change momentum here. Bulls leading by 21. Let's go with a 3. The shot by Terry, no good. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Castle. He's got 11. Wembanyama, high post. Goes back up. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Terry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Terry's got 35.
And I'll tell you what, for his size, just about 7 feet, Buzelis is a pretty good passer.
And you look at Matas Buzelis, size, touch, feel for the game too, Grant.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who keeps things moving. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Outside White. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple. Terry's got 15 points here in the second half.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Let's take a second to check in on the race for Rookie of the Year and see how the rankings are shaping up for this year's class of new NBA talents. Well, you look at Buzelis. Well, we're in the middle of the season, and he's got to really step up to even get into the Rookie of the Year conversation. Both teams changing it up here.
Oh, it's coach. All right, get in there.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Nails it from 3.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Buzelis out there with Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Terry in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting room.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Knocks down the first one. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
White, he's checked in for Chicago and for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team. Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Vassell outside. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Here's Vassell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Money.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Good on the shot. Terry's got 46.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Fox outside. Shoots over White. San Antonio again can't hit. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Way to bring the effort tonight. Solid effort tonight on both ends. Visualize a win tonight, then go out and take it. Let's get down.
Yo, I was thinking we hit that Korean barbecue spot after the game.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Sounds
it's
legit, man.
It's open late, too. Hey, what's up? Everything good?
I'm guessing by the look on your face, you know what I'm here to talk about.
Somebody gonna fill me in?
Show him.
Oh, I know he didn't say that. About you? He about to unleash the dragon on that boy, I'm telling you.
Before we go unleashing any dragons, I would like you to seriously consider the impact your words will have on your teammates and the organization.
No. You just think about how your teammates are going to love it when you call this dude out and you back it up.
You are an amazing player, clearly MP, but some things don't work out that way.
They do if you're MP, okay? All due respect, Donna, my client right here knows how to compete.
Hey, just let her talk for a second, Patrick.
Okay, floor is yours.
Responding to something like this will put a target on your back. You are familiar with the concept of bulletin board material?
Of course.
Trash talk is fun. I get that. But when you make it public, it can fire up the other team. And it can anger your teammates if you can't back it up. You're a tremendous player, MP, but this is the NBA. Everyone is extremely talented, and some things don't work out the way you want them to.
Look. On the other hand, if you put that bozo in his place after calling your shot, that's something all teammates will love. Okay, look, I may not be in the NBA, but I understand the psychology of sports, okay?
And that's also true.
Thank you. So what are you gonna do, man?
Don't worry about it. I got this. I got it. You know I had to say something to him. Yeah,
standing on business.
You already know, yes, sir.
Not what I would have done, but you are your own person. I just hope for everyone's sake, you can back it up.
It's not an issue, Donna. I got this.
If we lose, I don't want to see even one photo of the two of you at Korean barbecue. The optics would be horrible. Are we clear?
Yeah. MP, you sure you got this?
Don't even worry about it, man. You know I got this. All right, man.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate a nation that was
Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And as we get deeper into the season, MP's let it be known that he intends to get his hands on the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, he plays with a lot of pride, and we've seen that all season. But as much as individual goals matter, he's got to keep in mind that the best way to show his worth is to help the team win. And no point in accumulating individual accolades if your team hasn't had success. Winning still needs to be the #1 priority.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Chris Middleton. Jordan Poole is out there with Song. And it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, Kev. We are deep into the season, and MP is in the thick of the Rookie of the Year race. I asked him if he felt any pressure, and he said, "No way, I'm just here to win. Individual awards are just the icing on the cake." He may be young, but he's already focused on the right things. Guys?
Stuff, DA. Great stuff, in fact. Gotta love that team-first mindset of MP. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
Sarr sets the screen for Poole. Clock at 6, and the shot is good.
This guy, not just a jump shooter. Jordan Poole, more than capable of finishing inside. He's got some creativity.
Terry the pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Terry. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range. Terry's got 9.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Middleton. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Song. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shoots it up. Middleton can't get it to go.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And it's good. 2 points. He's got 11.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Poole. And Vucevic pulls it down. And so it's Terry bringing it up for Chicago. 4-point game. Pulls it up. Good on the shot.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Wizards have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. It's stolen by Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And another miss by Washington. Bulls leading by 8. Outside Terry. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the 76ers. So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. You've got Brogdon. He's out there with Coulibaly. Corey Kispert is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 spot. 6 to shoot. It's Terry outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pacers had a huge game. He finished with 49 points and was reliable as ever from distance. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Count that one.
There is just a consistency to Malcolm Brogdon's shot. Doesn't matter if it's a mid-range, it looks the same.
It's Terry outside. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards trail by 16 to the paint. Pass to Champagnie. Offensive rebound. Brogdon finds Kispert. No good from outside. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So
and really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kispert with it. He has yet to score. Lets it go from deep. Unable to get that one. Chicago leading by 18. Outside Terry. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
That one goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Some changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Zach Collins. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Josh Giddey. Here's Carrington. We saw him with 10 points last game. Poole on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Poole's got 9 points.
Well, that's a timely pass by his teammate, and Jordan Poole ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Nice shot by Terry. And the Bulls lead by 19.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
So it's the Wizards now. Last time they met was in Washington.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
So for Washington, their last game, a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
It's good. Middleton's got his first 2 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive. I love when Jordan Poole uses his speed like this. That's an asset. He's got to go to work.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Terry, and they pick up 2. Terry's got 32 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
It's Poole with the drive.
Oh, it's a huge effort by Jordan Poole. He is amped up right now.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Terry kicks to Vucevic. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. There's the pick. Pass to Terry. It's rebounded by Poole.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
With 4 seconds on the clock, no good. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Bulls out front, running away with this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
23.
Hello, everybody. Before we dig into the game at hand, let's first catch you up on the trades happening around the NBA.
Their defense just got a lot better. Capella's an elite rim protector. He rebounds, he runs the floor. His value goes beyond the box score.
Yeah, I like what he brings to this lineup.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well, for the Chicago Bulls.
I'm guessing my buddy over here loving it. They were forcing the ball into the paint with excellent results.
Hey, it's not rocket science. I keep telling people that.
And that'll do it for halftime.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What a game we're seeing from Money.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got White. Talen Horton-Tucker out there with Buzelis. Then it's Terry. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Wizards have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Pass to Poole. Here's Carrington. To halt the run. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
The shot by Middleton, wide open, and it's off from three-point range.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Pass to Poole. Down low. Rebound by the Bulls.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Teardrop shot. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Horton Tucker. Outside Terry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Terry, and it's him all alone. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Another day, another win.
Shout out my dog MP, man, giving the people what they want, man. Talking a little crazy, a little hot sauce, and still talking trash at the same time. I salute you.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
Hey, should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, we got food already.
Those leftovers are old.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Over here, over here.